Hi guys, welcome back to Fata Morgana. Now, you might be thinking, everything is a little bit weird at the moment. Firstly, why do we have the old title screen? And secondly, why is it the demo version? And my last episode was the finale, so why is this extra episode even a thing? But that's because there is a unique backstage for the demo. Now, some context, if you look in the concert hall, you can see the last song is at the end of chapter 2. So this demo only covers everything from chapter 1 to 2. So obviously the characters that are going to be in the backstage, I would assume to be different. And there was some reference in the backstage for the full version about the fact that I think it was Michelle's character was represented really differently in this demo, and I think it was also something along the lines of, well, firstly it being really different as a result of that, but I think there was something else as well, I can't remember. But yeah, let's check this out, see what it is. Reclusive co-host. I love the image as well. Oh my god. What is this? Oh my god. Wait, so we can't exit. Okay. I was going to have a little bit of a look of more of a look of that CG that we saw at the beginning there, but it doesn't look like we can. Oh my god. This is such a weird way of communicating everything. Firstly, we've got a sprite of the maid that we have never seen before, and this really weird, it's kind of like chibi art style. But we've also got this text box used in a very different way. Fair enough. There's Michelle. Oh my god, he looks so weird, especially with the candle. What? Is that... I just find it really quite funny. So, firstly, we've gotten a hint of the fact that Michelle has spent a lot of time in the mansion and that obviously his body clock is completely messed up. I mean, do you know what? I'm actually going to search that up. I'm interested. Yeah, so it looks like apparently there's a phrase called a circadian rhythm, and that's around 24 hours. But it leans more towards 25 hours than it does to 24. I'm surprised, I never really knew that, but yeah, obviously an indication that Michelle is a real recluse. He doesn't know which time it is, and he's been in here for unspeakable amounts of time. This is going to be quite interesting. Oh my god. If I'm going to be honest, I don't actually know which types of shoes Gazelle wears. Oh, wait. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. So that was what Michelle said. Oh my god. Why are they literally spoiling Michelle's character? I mean, Michelle is a neat, sure, but that's not really his fault. Excuse me? But she does as well. Her real name's Gazelle. Oh my god, he's getting so pissed off. Oh my god, I love that. When it says... That's hilarious. Yeah, so he thinks NEETs are gonna have body pillows. Oh god. Oh god! That's ironic considering that I'm playing this 2 weeks before the end of the year. Like exactly 2 weeks at the moment. Well, the video will probably be uploaded on Friday, so obviously we'll go into a week and 6 days, but still. Yeah, fair enough. What, as in it's really easy to do? What a violent analogy. Yeah, there's not really much point of saying Happy New Year if it's in the middle of summer. Published in 2016, nearly 10 years ago. Isn't that unbelievable? Oh my god. Really? That was definitely not what I was expecting. A crate of Red Bull. God damn. I mean, out of everything she could say. But if they grow wings, surely they're just going to fly away. They're not going to want to work if they can grow wings on the localization. I don't know. I like that. Yeah, so basically, it will kill you. I'm actually really quite surprised that there's been a demo in 2014 though. I never realised that. Yeah, I can imagine. Wait, Stooges. Well, I mean, I think they did a really good job. Someone who's taken advantage of by another. What? Yeah, seriously. I'm with Michelle on this one. Michelle should do it. She literally says it like you. What? Why would it be drenched in blood? God, this sounds more like Morgana than the maid. Isn't that a bit extreme? I mean, sure, you've had to keep people waiting for a few years, but at the same time, I mean, is it that bad? Yeah. I just think it's really funny about this demo not playing the roles of the characters at all. I mean, so I suppose Michel's not really speaking in character here, but he's meant to be quiet, reserved, really, I suppose just disinterested. But no, he's really standing up for himself here, and he's definitely like the Michel that we know. But the maid, she's really similar to Morgana here. This would never be done by Gazelle. It's literally just the first 2 chapters. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you're just here to be slandered by the maid. Yeah, I just think it's so funny that out of all of the characters they could have picked for the demo, they picked a character who has appeared for like a few seconds. I'm surprised he feels bad for Nelly though. I mean, obviously her situation is quite difficult, but at the same time she responds to it in the worst way. But I suppose then you could say that her upbringing hasn't really trained her to respond appropriately to situations like that, so it's obviously unsurprising that she is responding how she is. Yeah, fair enough. This really isn't like Michel. He's so much more extreme here. Right. What do you mean? So he's the final boss, so as a result of that he's ruthless, merciless, and he can't feel pity. I mean, to be fair, it's a sound analogy. Quite. I think quite is an understatement. Yeah, that's funny. I remember the transitions between chapters in particular, and also if the Memphitis soundtrack as well. I forgot what the exact name was. It's something like that. Memphitis, or however you pronounce it. Yeah, just the maniac-like laughter in that, but also in the transitions, the laughter that you can hear, the really, really disturbing laughter at that. Yeah, that was Morgana, that wasn't her. It's just interesting how many deceptions there are in the demo, and when this localization team was saying, like, in the promotional material and in the demo, it's just totally deceiving people on in the first part of the story. I think it's quite cool how they've done that. No. I mean, at least in the first tale, Mel might have had a worse life afterwards, but he still could have lived. Yeah. Higurashi syndrome. The half-blood sister. I mean, I suppose there's less incest. Now, what is this theme? Beauties and the Beast. More than one beauty. So he is an actual beast rather than a human being, and there's no emotional conflict. To be honest, I mean, I never really referred to these stories as anything but chapter 1. Well, sorry, the first door, the second door. Nothing more interesting than that. So now he's diabetic or something. High cholesterol. Maybe it's high cholesterol levels from a lack of exercise. I mean, he's been stuck in the mansion for a long time, so no wonder. Ah, I see now. On a somewhat related note. There's salvage, I suppose, but yeah, that's reasonable. Now it's more psychologically violent than physically and psychologically violent. Yeah, totally. No, it doesn't. That's interesting. Are they really what? Hang on a second. Yeah, exactly. I was a bit concerned for a second. basically. You'd be surprised. Yeah, totally. So now it's basically just Q&A, but the only thing is obviously Gazelle is hearing this. She doesn't actually know it. Yeah, and honestly, I think that's not really a bad thing. It makes planning what you're going to read a lot more simple. God, it really is an interview. Yeah. Bit of a spoiler, but okay. Technically. Right. Wait, what? Oh my god, that's so weird. Oh my god, this is hilarious. look at what has happened on my Twitter. So I've clicked this and this is what it might ask me to tweet. God, that's actually really cool. Oh my god, my Twitter. Holy shit. I just see Subahibi on my timeline and nothing else. Oh god. At least 100 times, god damn. But I haven't tweeted once and yet I got no bad ending. Maybe they would. Whipping boy. So, Maid saying the tweet requirement is not true, but at the same time, you need to think the Maid is the best character. Yeah, Yuki Masa's expression at the end. That's a good example. Can I just mention this image? If this was real, this flame looks like it would be right in front of Michelle's face, just touching his jawline. Yeah, it's so cool. I love the lyrics. Yeah, the last theme. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen it. I liked it. Very, very mysterious. Sets the atmosphere quite well, if I remember correctly. Yeah, exactly. He's predicted it. I like that. Internet, to be fair, but are you really telling me somewhere like this has service? And also, got to remember the time as well, before the internet existed? Oh yeah, I forgot Michelle's a psychic. Yeah, boom. There we go, there's our problem answered. Why is she not saying anything? Yeah, this is how you know it's different to Michelle. He would never do cooking. It's funny reading this after having read the full game. Was that it? He's out of salt, so basically the potatoes aren't going to taste very good, I'd assume. Also, I just wanted to see, also, oh, yeah. Yeah, so I suppose it just doesn't give a lyric page. It doesn't, don't know, for example, remove the image of Morgana. Anyway, that was quite interesting. I just like how that kind of theme of the team that made the game trying to deceive the player. I think that's actually really quite interesting in how it reflects with what actually has happened. Anyway, yeah, it was fun just seeing some fan service. Nice little way to the end to end the day. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you next time. We're going to be beginning Requiem for Innocence next time. That's going to be on Saturday. Firstly, I've got to get this weird achievement for Fata Morgana, where you literally have to skip through the entire game. I don't really understand why that's there, but yeah, that's the first thing I kind of want to do. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in Requiem for Innocence.